Today we're making a purple drink called the 7 in honor of Prince.
Welcome to Combat Cocktails. I'm your host, Eric Sharma. That's the curd. That's Ian. Name face plate thing on the bottom has to change.
Name face plate thing.
Because we got lower thirds. It's lower thirds for those that are into the film.
Kurd's head is almost cut off.
It is. It's close. You gotta step back.
He's good.
Today we're
It's
making
too big. I can't keep it in screen.
the 7. Created by Jennifer Schomer.
Was this after the
Right
movie where the guy finds his wife's head in the box?
And
No, this is Prince's songs.
Oh.
produced by Heinrich Savarian.
Heinrich Tossavainen.
Tossavainen?
Tell me when I can stand.
Am I supposed to lean down
You
too?
can probably stand.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, worst case, your face is covered by the...
Read the recipe. I'm gonna do the mix.
Alright, so this recipe, invented by Jennifer, is 1 ounce of Maison Panama 2006. If you don't have that, you could use your favorite rum, because that's all that's really going to matter.
But a light color.
Yeah, light color. Don't use dark rum. That's black or really dark. But if you see this color, if it's close to this is no caramel color. So
I already screwed up.
you muddled into there.
Oh, you didn't muddle.
That's not really that big of a scoop. Pour it back in.
Ruined!
How's that you poured one
Pour it
ingredient?
into the-
I always thought that he was saying cannonball. It's actually Panama.
Can I finish the ingredients?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright. So, this includes 1 ounce of Maison rum, or your favorite rum, 3/4 ounce of blue curacao, 3/4 ounce fresh lime juice, 1/2 ounce simple syrup, 8 dashes of peychaud bitters, 8 raspberry, just fresh raspberries,
Yep.
2 pinches of edible pearl dust. That's this stuff you can get at Michael's, you can get it at craft stores, you can get it on Amazon, or just don't get it and make a drink that looks bland compared to how awesome it's going to be. Optionally, you can use star anise for your garnish. This recipe is in appreciation for Prince, who passed away 2 weeks ago. We weren't here during that filming because I was in Mexico.
Is he partying it up?
Yeah, busy partying it up. I was on Snapchat using the Purple Rain stuff. Ooh, that's really bright. So I said, we need to do this week. It needs to be the beginning of the week because it's the only good time for it. It has 7 ingredients. It's called 7. I wanted to keep the recipe easy, but not like too princey. I don't want it too flashy because if you ever notice, Prince never really made a big public appearance. You can't even stream his freaking music, which drives me crazy. And
he wasn't a limelight guy.
Yeah, well, he will be now that the sister owns everything.
there you go. It's light on alcohol. It's only got 1 ounce of rum and then 3/4 ounce of blue curacao. That really doesn't have any merit on anything in Prince's life because he was a non-alcoholic. So I think he was a Jehovah's Witness, so he didn't drink alcohol.
Yep.
So, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind other people doing it. So we're going to do it in his honor, even if he wouldn't himself. But I bet you now, after you've passed away, you're like, damn it, there's some things I should have done. And that was
Well, it depends what he sees on the other side, you know?
That's true. Yeah, he's looking down right now going, oh, these asshats.
Well, if he's looking...
All these people just keep talking about me.
And the peychaud bitters, that's the bitters that are come out of the Louisiana area, and his grandparents were from Louisiana.
Okay, so there's all sorts of little
everything in
tie-ins
here,
there.
besides the fact that this rum and blue curacao kind of plays in that. The blue curacao, if you notice when you do our raspberry drinks, they're always really bright and awesome. So how do you make something really bright and purple? You bring in blue and red. It's an art thing.
Yeah.
And it happens to work out that if Ian does this right, it should look like the picture that you see in the thumbnail.
No
that
pressure.
right?
If it
No
was.
pressure.
Or on Instagram or on Facebook. First, he's got to leave some blood in there. The blood of
The blood of Prince.
Yeah. Yes. The blood of Prince. It's like interesting.
Oh,
Nice catch.
nice!
Didn't you drop one though?
Shut up. I saved one. I'm happy with
I
that.
totally got it working.
Shut up.
I thought you were pulling off one of those not Frankie. Who was it? Worf.
Oh. Hang on.
Klingon ritual. Shake hands after you cut yourself. No. What are you talking about, nerd?
I'm taking away your nerd privileges because you don't do anything nerdy when you're not on the show.
I do too.
You
I
do
watch.
Yeah. Ian
If you
does
were
more nerdy
following me
stuff
on
than you do.
Snapchat, you would see that I watch Big Bang Theory.
Uh-huh.
I've watched Stargate SG-1. I'm up to season 6.
Yeah, definitely.
I watch Double Strength this drink. I watch Star Trek. I watch Star Wars when it's appropriate.
When is it not appropriate?
I like the drama.
Funerals.
You're like,
That's
oh,
about-
I'm sick. I got the last episode of
That's about it. Just funerals.
Question of no, that's not a good question today.
When is Star Trek not appropriate?
No.
That's a good color. I like that.
What's the name of the Battlestar Galactica? The drama that they came out with is awesome.
Am I allowed to say inappropriate things about this?
Okay, nobody's sponsoring this episode.
Grimace jizz.
Grim Jizz.
Grim jizz.
Grimace Jizz.
McDonald's isn't about to sue me now that I just brought that up.
No, I don't
not
think
you.
they're
Don't sue
searching
Derek.
Grimace Jizz, and I won't put it in the comments. Oh, well, somebody else can. But then it's not your problem. Because they're not really going to watch the video.
No, probably not.
Ready?
I got some shimmeriness in there.
That is pretty. That is a pretty drink.
The only thing you could have done differently was add egg white, but that's going to ruin some of the fabulous shimmering effects.
Shimmeriness.
Yeah.
So it was a balance. So
It almost
really-
looks like a slush.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Looks like that purple drink from that little cabin.
You know what it
down
kind of
on-
looks like? You know those ice pops that you put in the fridge?
Yeah.
The purple ones when they melt down and it's like liquidy inside?
Right. It's semi-opaque.
Yeah.
It's good looking.
that
Good looking
in
drink, Jen.
Sexy.
Basically, it's a...
Can I chew on the star ends?
What is that taste?
Rum. Have you tried the Maison?
Have you tried the Maison?
It might just be the Maison.
Yep.
Might be.
You don't like the rum?
No.
You don't like the oak? It's not really oak.
That's a great rum, though, by itself. I mean, that's...
Put it in your mouth. It's just
Some
a
of it like separates between the cocktail. It's actually like the rum is kind of like you get the rum taste first, and then the rest of the cocktail is like a step
I
after
still
that.
get the rum
It
taste.
is, yeah. The raspberry comes in the finish.
It's a
Yeah.
It's basically a fancy raspberry daiquiri.
It's weird though because it like hopscotch. It goes like rum, burp, raspberry.
Well, raspberry's in the front, too, if you taste it.
It's because it's sweet.
Who's that guy who wrestles?
Hmm?
He was Mim, what's his name? He was on the wrestling show, and now he's a wrestler with Stardust and everything.
Weird.
I know what I can't
Yeah.
think of the name.
I'm trying to think of him.
You want a question of the day?
Yeah.
Is it on my
What
tongue?
would you regret not doing after you die?
Yeah. Well, what would you regret not doing after you die, given the fact that you can feel regret after you die?
Here's a movie quote. 2 chicks at the same time. Name the movie. You know.
The movie with the Office.
I don't have a lot of.
I always get confused between The Office and Office Space. Which one had which title?
I don't have a lot of things I regret.
No, I have shimmeriness. I'm trying to get on my tongue.
I think that if you put yourself in the situation where
I'll take a picture of
you're
the recording.
constantly saying yes to
Shimmery
things,
tongue.
you know, like
Let me get a
yes,
little further,
going
I'll
to a
put it on
friend's
my
house,
Picture.
yes, going to an event, yes, like
No, not gold
You're
lust.
yes,
you
man.
just you just say yes and just try new things. That I think that you start losing a lot of regret.
Yeah, don't ever get into a position where
The
you're like,
Miz.
I regret I didn't do this. The Miz.
Oh.
Yes, the Miz.
Yeah.
The Miz.
I haven't found anything yet. So, if I didn't start a YouTube channel and do it full time, I probably would pick that as one of my top. I regret never giving it a chance to do it, make it happen. So I
Yeah.
haven't got. Well, I'll come up with
I
something.
regret being friends with Curtis.
I regret being the shortest dude on the set.
You're like, hey Curtis, come over and ruin my next 3 years.
So, from a tasting note perspective, since we probably kind of skipped over some of that.
That's okay. That's what VSOP is for.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. But the goal and kind of where I went with it, where she went with it, and I kind of added this later because we started with some light rum. Crucian. I mean, it's fine. It's a raspberry daiquiri.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Then I thought, what if we use this because I like the it's kind of like the aged flavor that you get in there. I get the raspberry, you get the rum, and the raspberry at the end with a tartness, but it's not a sour. It doesn't taste sour to me. I mean,
I would say that was a sour.
as much sour as a daiquiri is a sour, right?
Yeah, but a daiquiri, I would say a daiquiri's a sour.
I guess I'm thinking from a Doug sour. There's some drinks that are just sour.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
it doesn't have that much sour to it. It's definitely got the tartness. The raspberry flavor, it carries through from the beginning to the end for me.
Yeah.
Or in Curtis's, it falls down the stairs. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Stump, stump, bum, 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 bum. So you would rather go with a light rum?
On this, I'd probably go with the Jamaican.
Like
You have the Maison Jamaican rum.
that's true. Yeah. But it's got that organic flavor, doesn't it? The Jamaican.
Yeah.
Which that's kind of why I wanted to say put your favorite rum because I like this, and I thought of the Jamaican, but the Not what's the organic? What's that name for the terroir?
Agricole?
Yeah, it's got the agricole flavor to it. So I didn't know if the agricole would battle against.
Well, I think that's kind of the wrong word to use for that because it's
Vegetal? Is that what you're thinking?
well, yeah, it's more vegetal
it's vegetal.
because agricole is a reference to the.
It's not actually
The sugar
agricole.
processing
Yeah.
stage, yeah.
Right, it's not agricole, but it has the taste profile.
And that
I get out
vegetal
of
is
those.
just a using all of the feints, like following into the feints, and also the process of the
The feints would be the tail end of the flavor.
Yeah,
the
the distillation.
conjures that kind of hang out.
The
bring it
other side of it too is that they do almost like a fermentation process on the molasses. The molasses itself is almost like rotting. They do this thing with a lot of Jamaican rums where it's
They let it rot.
they let it rot before they would go through the
I'm gonna stick with this drink then.
yeah.
Derek Billy says he's 4'6". He feels your pain.
I'm
Derek
sorry,
is like
that's a foot
5'6".
less than me.
Yeah, Derek's 5'6".
So you'd be
He just-
around here.
He just looks a lot shorter compared to Ian and
Yeah,
Kurt.
I'm short, but I'm not.
I look short
that
compared to Kurt right now.
Yeah.
That's true. I never realized
Well, look at
because we
that.
never stand up in any of the old episodes, and everybody was about the same height.
Most of the time when I would stand up, people would scream and turn off their stream because it would be me like flashing them. So it
Oh, that's true. When you
was all plumber's crack.
You-
Whose
bend
belly
down.
are we looking at right now?
Yeah.
no, Kurt's bending over.
Ah, my eyes.
So you got your question. I would build this with your favorite rum. It's not a hard makeup. If you don't have peychaud, it is widely available. You can always go to awesomenedrinks.com to get it. Blue Curacao, your favorite rum, sweet, and that's pretty much it. You can give or take on the star anise. You will get a really nice, sweet black licorice aroma when you put it up to your mouth with those raspberries.
As soon as you open that jar, I can smell it.
Yeah, oh, yeah, big time.
It's great.
So but it doesn't. If you don't like black licorice, I don't think it's going to be a total turn off unless, and then we did this, unless you let this sit for like 20 minutes, and when you take a sip, you're like, whoa! It's like it tastes like absinthe. It's pretty cool. But you really got to let that star anise rest in there. So that's it. Thank you. Hashtag Prince, because that's what everybody was doing. We're done. Anything else?
Not
Hashtag not nerd.
hashtag nerd.
We'll teach you how to drink.
Yeah,
It
let's
tastes
taste it.
like flowers for whatever reason. Like
Flowers?
I don't know. I got like a flowery flavor to it. Oh, maybe it's the pearl. What is on my
It's the
face?
pear. That's an orange man.
It's an orange man.
Oh, you put the orange man on my head.